So there we go, digitisation. Who knew there was so much to talk about in such a simple concept? As you would have seen from the module, digitisation really touches upon every single aspect of media and communications at the moment. And that's why we call it one of the key drivers. Most of the media that we engage with now have been digital from the start, but it's important to take a step back and consider how the transition from analog media to digital fundamentally shaped the forms of media that we engage with today. Because we're now focusing a lot on social media, these platforms have always been digital, so it's kind of hard to unpack what the implications of digital technology might be. But one of the ways you can approach this is to look forward. The end of the module focused a little bit on how things like virtual reality might affect the future of social media, and that's just another example of how digital technologies are constantly evolving. The first assessment item, as you know, is beginning to loom, and the requirement for that assessment item is to do a SWOT analysis, and in many cases, digitisation could be a key element. Now, because social media has been digital from the start, it's not going to fundamentally change the way a social media platform works. But if you just look at platforms like Snapchat or Instagram, ideas of compression have a big impact on the way the platform operates. So in cases like that, you could argue that this is actually one of their USPs, that the fundamental affordances of digital technology changes the way the company as a whole operates and the kinds of products it can offer. In other cases, you might not actually want to talk about digitization too much. It may not be a particular strength, it may not give that particular platform a competitive advantage because all the platforms are using fairly similar techniques. So for some cases, you might want to focus on digitization, in other cases, you might not. This is where talking to your tutor becomes really important. I know many students are quite reluctant to speak to their tutors. They think they should know everything just from reading the modules and going to tutes. But our job is really to help you get through the assignment as best you can. So if you're not sure about something, if you just want to have a discussion, for example, on how digital technologies may shape a particular social media platform, let's have that conversation. You can do that either in class, we always leave time at the end for people to have those conversations, or you can book time outside of class if you want. I'm also available for consultations. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do any tutes this semester, but I'm always willing and always happy to talk to students about this stuff. I actually find it really interesting as well. So I hope you're doing well, and I hope this module has helped set you on the path for a good first assessment item, and I'll talk to you next week. Cheers.